Well, okay, good day for everybody. We are going to start our class for this week. And this is a very simple topic we are going to work related to telling the time, right? The specific expressions we use to say the time, referring to the hours, minutes, day, and those specific vocabulary forms. So, as you remember, always we got the general idea about the telling the time, and we got a specific question always to do, right? Which is the most popular question, right? In that case, as I suppose you remember, it's going to be always the question, what time is it? Right? What time is it? It is the typical question, right? But there are two more forms you can use it, right? Which is a little bit more formal to use. So you can say here, what is the time? Is one possibility, right? What is the time? And the other will be, can you tell me the time, please? Can you tell me the time, please? Which is a little bit more formal explanation, no? Can you tell me the time, please? So in both forms, we are using it. Sorry, because this is a new marker, so I will try to move a little bit. Okay, so here, can you tell me the time will be a little bit more formal than using the normal expression, what time is it, okay? So you can select three different forms of expressing or asking about the time, right? That will be. So we are going to use the typical form, which is what time is it, to get it clear, the concept, right? We got clear the idea. So what time is it? It will be the typical question and the most popular expression, okay? So in this case, we are going to think about the clock in here, right? Let's imagine this is our clock, and we are going to divide it according to the time, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so according to the time, we are going to use different forms to express the hour. Okay, in that case, we can divide it into formal or informal way to express. Okay, so I will tell you the two different forms, but we got to divide the clock into parts. Okay, now the first idea we got to remember is using always the expression in our Spanish. We said en punto, right? As you possibly remember, you can use it always using the expression it's, or remember you can use the normal it is, right? So it's, which is the contraction, or it is the normal way to express it. So for example, if I want to say here something like, let me change the color here. So if I have in here, for example, this time, yes? So you're going to say, hey, what time is it? The person responds, hey, it's 3 o'clock, right? So you got here, it's 3 o'clock. Okay, so always when we said en punto, right, we are going to say the expression o'clock. All right, so for example, let's change it in here. If I say, let's suppose this one, yes, this one, we said, hey, what time is it? No, remember this is shorter, right, to make it easier for you to recognize. So, hey, what time is it? It will be, it's 10 o'clock, right? That will be. If you say, for example, I don't know, this one. Yes, you're going to say, it is 6 o'clock, right? So always when you said en punto, o'clock, all right? This is the first part we need to remember. Now, we are going to divide the clock into different parts, okay? So it will be necessary to divide it. I will move here a little bit. We're going to divide the clock into parts, okay? So we're going to talk about this part first, okay? So all this part of the clock is going to be used with the preposition past or the expression past, okay? Remember, no? In this case you got, gosh, this marker is not working too much. You got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. No, it's not working. So here you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 minutes, no? It's going to be. So, for example, in this case we're using formal or informal expression of this part of the clock, right? A little parenthesis to explain you. Vamos a tomar primero esta parte del reloj, ¿ok? Olvidémonos de los minutos desde el 30 en adelante. Listo, vamos a retomar, en este caso, desde el minuto 1, ¿cierto? Hasta el 30. ¿Listo? Del minuto 1 hasta el minuto 30. Vamos a utilizar preposición past. Pero ya les explico porque hay dos formas, ¿no? Lo que les decía, tenemos la forma informal o la formal. Entonces, vamos a mirar estructura y ya hacemos unos ejemplos. So, let's suppose, I will erase this one, ¿ok? Ya tenemos claro lo del en punto, voy a borrar esta parte. Para darme un poquito más de espacio aquí. Entonces, let's check if you got here informal, right? And we are going to use here formal expressions, okay? Informal and formal expression to use the time, but remember, is only this part, okay? Until the 30 minutes. So, informal, let me check if the blue color is working or not. Well, so informally you are going to use it's, okay? As usual, we got to use here. We are going to use the hour, okay? And we are going to use the minutes. Okay, this is the construction of the idea. So you said it's, the hour, and the minutes. Okay? Now, formally is going to be the opposite. We are going to change the position. So you are going to use the expression, as usual, it's, because it's the time. We are using the minutes. Okay? Then we are going to connect with the preposition past. Right? And then we are going to use the hour. Yes? So you got minutes, preposition past, and the hour. Okay? This is going to be the grammar construction. Okay. So look at this. If I want to say, for example, 7 in here, in 10 minutes, right? Let's suppose we are using this time, no? 7 and 10. So here you got to use, supposedly, in the clock, you got something like this. Yes? This is going to be the normal hour in the watch or the clock. So in here, we're going to say, it's the hour, in this case, going to be the number 7, no? So it's 7, right? And the minutes is going to be the number 10, right? It's 7, 10. Well, here we are going to write it in, right? It's 7, 10. Possibly you can set 7 and 10. Yes, it's a possibility, it's an optional idea, but it's not necessary all the time to use and. You can set it's 7, 10, or it's 7 and 10, or you can set it's 7 and 10 minutes. Right? This is another possibility. It's 7 and 10 minutes. Right? The other possibility. Let me move a little bit this one, so I don't know if it is better for you. That one. Okay, so that will be the informal way to use the clock, right? Now, formally, we are going to change the position, right? So you are going to set in here, it's first the minutes, so in that case we are using 10, it's 10 minutes, or it's 10, yes, past, and the hour will be number 7, yes, it's 10 past 7. That will be the general idea in formal expression, right? Another example, let's suppose we got this one, yes? In that case, supposedly it's going to be something like this, no? Right? That will be the general idea. So you said, oh, informal will be, it's the hour in that case will be 2, right? It's 2, and the minutes will be 25. No, it's 2:25. Right? It's 2:25. Now, formal, remember, we are going to change the position. So again, you said it's, and you said 25 past, and the hour will be 2, yes? It's 25 past 2, right? So look at this, is 2:25 informal, or is 25 past 2, okay? So it's going to change the position of both ideas. I will erase this part so we can have a little bit another example of using informal form, okay? So let's see here. If you got in here the expression quarter, I suppose you have listened it. So we are going to say in that case, for example, you say this time, no? Remember, you can ask, or you can mention if it is AM or PM, no? It's in that case if it is necessary, all right? So informal this time. Remember, in this case will be something like this, no? Yes? So you're going to say it's, the hour will be 6, no? It's 6, and the time, the minutes will be 15. Yes? So you said it's 6:15, one possibility. The other possibility is changing the word 15 by using the word a quarter. So you said it's 6 and a quarter. Yes, it's 6 and a quarter, right? This is necessary to complement with the word and to connect equal to, no? So it's 6 and a quarter. Now, formal, again, we change the position, no? Because we are using this part of the clock, right? So you got 15, the same idea. So we got it's 15, yes, past 6. Yes, it's 15 past 6. Or remember, you can replace 15, yes, and you can say it's a quarter. Yes, it's a quarter past 6, right? That's the other possibility to mention that idea. Okay, so it's 6:15 or 6 and a quarter, or it's 15 past 6 or a quarter past 6. So you got two different ways to use formal or informal optional ideas. And another one is possible to use is when the clock is in here, right? The 30 minutes, okay? For example, let's suppose we got this time, right? So in that case, we are going to use it like in here you got 9:30. It will be 1, no? PM or AM, whatever you want. So, well, I will write in here, excuse me. I will leave in here the example and I write in here. Vamos a escribirlo a cada uno para que no pierdan el de quarter. So we got here 9:30, right? So you can say 9:30 or 9:30, right? So it's similar to Spanish when you can express. So in that case, we're using it's first. We got here the hour, which is 9, yes, and then we got the minutes, 30. No, it's 9:30. That is one possibility. It's 9:30. Or in that case, you can replace 30, yes, and you can say and a half. Yes, so you said it's 9.5, or it's 9:30. You say 9:30 or 9:30. Okay, that will be. Now formal, changing the position again. So you got to use it's 30 past 9. Yes, 30 past 9, so 30 pasadas las 9. Or the same idea, you can say it's a half past 9. So you said es media pasada las 9. Okay, so you can use both ideas. So remember, in this case you said a quarter, which is un cuarto, a half, which is y medio, right? Un y medio, en este caso un medio, right? That will be. So in general, we are using formal or informal, depends on the context you are using the time, no? With your friends, family, you can use informal, yes? Formal, when you got a medical appointment or you are in the, I don't know, in your school, the university, possibility, it's gonna be more formal expression, more formal context at the end, right? Okay, so this is talking about this part of the clock, right? Paréntesis in here. No se les olvide, chicos, que el uso del past, lo teníamos por aquí, right? Lo vamos a usar exclusivamente para esta parte del reloj, o sea, desde el minuto 1 hasta el minuto 30. ¿Listo? Si ya pasamos el 31, 32, 33, ya vamos a utilizar otra preposición y vamos a utilizar un poquito, digamos, la idea, la pensamos diferente. ¿Listo? Ya les explico esa parte. Pero no se les olvide entonces past. Si tengo las 37, las 45, no puedo utilizar la preposición past. Obviamente pueden seguir utilizando el informal porque son los números normales, pero esta parte usando la preposición ya la tendríamos que cambiar. ¿Listo? Entonces solo va hasta las 30. ¿Ok? En general. Ok, so according to this, we are using at the moment, we are going to check the other part of the clock, right? Vamos a mirar la otra parte del reloj. Entonces, me refiero a esta partecita. Ya vimos hasta las 30 minutos, ¿ok? Ahora vamos a ver de aquí en adelante los minutos. ¿Listo? De aquí en general. So, we are going to use for this part of the clock, ¿ok? Desde las 31 en adelante, we are going to use the preposition to, ¿ok? Preposition to is going to be, ¿ok? And similar, we are going to use informal and formal expression of the time. So I will erase this part so we can check the preposition to. So similar, we are going to use the same construction. but in this case we are changing the preposition past for the preposition to, okay? So the same, no? So you got it's informal continuous in the same way. So you said it's the hour and the minutes, normal, right? Formally we said it's the minutes. In our case we are going to use, okay, minutes plus, in this case, not the preposition past, but we are using preposition to, right? So you got it's a minutes, preposition to, and then we connect the hour. Yes? So you got minutes, preposition to, and the hour. That will be. Okay? Let me write it here. Voy a reescribirlo para que nos quede un poquito más despacio y lo puedan ver mejor. ¿Listo, chicos? Entonces, retomemos. Solo del 31, 32, 33 para allá vamos a usar las dos formas, ¿no? Entonces tenemos informal and formal. Right? Entonces, volvemos al informal. Tenemos el it's, va primero ¿qué? Las horas, then the minutes, ¿no? Horas y minutos, right? And then we got it's, the minutes, plus the preposition to, plus the hour, sorry. Okay? So this is the idea. We are going to use the grammar construction, don't forget. Okay? Grammar construction. Okay, so let's make an example. If I say, for example, in this case, I put in here something like this. Like this, for example. Right? So it's supposed to be las bueno, 5 para las 9, o en nuestro caso también utilizaríamos el 8:55, ¿cierto? 8:55 o 5 para las 9. Look at the same idea in English, right? So you got here AM or PM, the same idea, you can use it. So it's, as usual, we are using, the hour will be 8. Yes, and the minutes, right? So you said it's 8:55. Yes, it's 8:55, right? That will be. Now, formal, we are using the opposite, but in this case, pay attention to the important part. Estábamos usando los minutos primero, después la preposición y después la hora. Esta es en la misma organización, pero chicos, los minutos no van a ser los 55. ¿Listo? En este caso, cuando utilizamos la formalidad, vamos a pensar siempre después de los y 30, los minutos que faltan para completar la siguiente hora. ¿Listo? Entonces, si son las 8:55, ¿cierto? Entonces tengo que mirar es cuántos minutos me faltan para la siguiente hora, que sería las 9. ¿Listo? Entonces serían 5 para las 9. ¿Listo? Entonces, en la formalidad vamos a utilizar los minutos de acuerdo a los que falten para la siguiente hora. Después de los y 30. ¿Listo? 31, 32, entonces tenemos que mirar, ok, faltan 29, faltan 28, faltan 27 minutos para la siguiente hora. Ok? That's the important part. So you got here, it's the expression, no? It's 5 to 9, right? That will be the correct answer. So one idea is it's 8:55 minutes, 8:55, or it's 5 to 9, right? 5 para las 9. Formal expression, okay? Don't forget. Another idea. Let's suppose we got here something like this. Okay? So, in our Spanish, it will be like this, no? las 3:35. ¿Ok? Ojo que ya me pasaron los y 30, ¿no? Entonces vamos por aquí mirando cuánto me falta. So you got the first one. Informal, normal, you're going to use the hour and the minutes. Yes? So you're going to say it. It's, the hour will be 3. Yes, it's 3 and the minutes 35. Yes, it's 3:35. Formal, we're going to use, right? Entonces, no se les olvide, acá no usamos los y 35, ¿cierto? Como de los minutos, sino pensamos en cuántos me faltan para completar la siguiente hora, que serían las 4, ¿cierto? Entonces, si son, ya tenemos 35, nos faltarían 25 para las 4. So you said, it's 25 to 4. Yes, that will be the important part. Alright, that's everything you got. Entonces, todas las horas, chicos, que utilicemos desde las y 30 en adelante, ¿listo? Vamos siempre en la formalidad a utilizar los minutos que me falten para la siguiente hora. ¿Ok? Entonces, si decimos, no sé, la 1:38 minutos, right? Nos faltarían, let's see, let's make it here. Vamos a hacer el ejemplo completito acá. Okay? So you have here, yes? So you said, it's 3, sorry, it's 1, it's 1:38. Yes, it's 1:38. Formal, in that case, we are going to say, it's, si tengo 38, para los 60 me faltarían 22, ¿cierto? Entonces sería, it's 22, 2, in that case, it's 22 to 2, right? It's 22 to 2, for example, right? 22 para las 2, that will be, right? And for example, if you said faltan 15 para las 10, por ejemplo, o sea que son las 9:45, ¿cierto? So again, you said it's 9:45. It's 9:45, yes. Formal, you're going to say it's 15 to 10, right? 15 para las 10, or the other possibility, as we got in the previous idea, you said it's a quarter to 10, right? Podríamos decir entonces un cuarto para las 10. También se utilizaría el cuarto en la otra parte del reloj. Pero acuérdense que siempre contando la hora siguiente, cuántos minutos me faltan para la siguiente hora. Okay? It's gonna be. Well, people, this is about a formal or informal way to use the time. Now, when we use the time, yes, usually we got the possibility to use, in this case, I will erase this one. So, in this case, we are using, for example, the time with the 0, yes? For example, this one, yes? You got formal or informal in the same way, no? That is depends on what you want to say. So, informal and formal, we are going to use in the same idea, no? So, informally, there is a little change. Ojo con esto. En la informal decíamos que utilizamos la hora y el minuto, ¿cierto? Entonces vamos. It's 6, en este caso el 5, pero ojo, porque en este caso como está incluido el 0, ¿Listo? No lo vamos a nombrar como el zero, que lo tenemos en las operaciones matemáticas, sino lo reemplazamos como la vocal O. En este caso sería O. ¿Listo? It's 6:05. ¿Ok? Informalmente agregamos el 0 como la O. ¿Listo? It's 6:05. It's 10:09. It's 2:03, for example. Okay? Formal, it's not necessary to use O, right? Formal, remember, is gonna be with the minutes first, no? So you say, it's 5 past 6, right? So in that case you said, ok, son 5 minutos pasadas las 6. Recuerden que como está al lado derecho del reloj, ¿cierto? Utilizamos preposición past, porque no me ha pasado los 30 minutos. ¿Listo? Por eso usamos el past. ¿Listo? 5 minutos pasadas las 6. Informalmente sería 6:05. Todos los números que necesiten el 0, en este caso va hasta el 09, ¿no? Entonces va 1:02, 1:03, 1:04, así consecutivamente hasta el 09. Ya obviamente el 10 pues lo utilizamos como el número dicho propiamente, ¿no? El 10, double. ¿Listo? Entonces todos los que incluyen el cerito en informal utilizamos el O. La formalidad ya no lo necesitamos, ¿listo? Ya lo omitimos y utilizamos el minuto normal. Double. Okay, people. Now I will tell you the military time, okay? Ya lo usamos en informal, lo usamos formal, ¿listo? Pero vamos a hacer también el uso de la hora militar, ¿listo? Que se utiliza ¿para qué? Para los aeropuertos, por ejemplo, ¿cierto? Probablemente en algunas compañías, cuando hablan de proyectos de ingeniería y todo eso, también utilizan hora militar para evitar en sus reportes algún tipo de no sé, mala interpretación de información, de tiempo, ¿cierto? Entonces ellos utilizan mucho la hora militar para dejar claro y conciso cuando se hizo cierto procedimiento. ¿Listo? En sus reportes, bitácoras y demás. So we are going to check the military way, which is very, very simple, similar to Spanish. We are using this. Okay, so in the military time, in the military way, we are using the same idea. We are using the same idea which we used in the previous form with hours and minutes, similar to the informal, right? But for example, military time is going to be with this hour, right? For example, this one. Yes? Recuerden que las horas militares, digamos, globalmente se utilizarían con desde las 0 horas hasta las 24, bueno, en ese caso 23:59. ¿Listo? Entonces vamos a utilizar ese rango de horas, desde las 0 hasta las 23:59. So you got here 20, it will be, it's the normal number, it's 20, but in this case it's necessary to include the 4 minutes. Yes? So I said it's 20 minutes, 23, sorry, no, it's not minutes but hours. I'm making here a mistake, sorry. No los quiero confundir, perdónenme. Entonces no es minutos sino la hora, ¿no? Entonces 20, la hora 20, ¿cierto? It's 20 hours, 23 minutes. Right? So you said las 20 horas con 23 minutos. Okay, so it's necessary to include the word hour and the word minute, okay, in both. Another example to clarify. Supposedly you got this one, right? Las 14:38, que en nuestro caso se traducirían como las 2 de la tarde, ¿cierto? 2:38. So, in that case, you're going to say, it's, yeah, the hours will be, it's 14 hours, yes, 38 minutes, yeah, it's 14 hours, 38 minutes, okay. Ojo, porque si yo digo, por ejemplo, las 8:45, en la hora militar ya sé que es de la mañana, ¿no? Las 20 son las 8 de la noche, las 8 solitas, normalmente podemos decir aquí 08:45, ya sabemos que es las 8 de la mañana. El 0 no lo nombramos, ¿cierto? Decimos, it's 8 hours, 45 minutes. Okay? That will be. So, for obvious reasons, we are not using AM or PM, right? No se usa ni el AM ni el PM, ¿cierto? AM, PM, porque ya eso lo denota pues la hora militar directamente. Right? So, important to use. No se les olvide, siempre usan el hour y el minute cuando hablamos de la hora militar. Well, people, that's everything. That is very, very simple to work. So, let's make an example, or let's make some ideas to clarify the uses again, right? So, I will erase this part for you to have the general idea. Okay, so for example, we are going to have a little exercises now to practice. So let's see here, this one, and for example, let's say this one. Vamos a practicar con estas tres. Si pueden, chicos, pausen el video un segundito, hagan el ejercicio tanto formal e informal, ¿listo? Y cuando terminen lo ponen de nuevo y miramos las respuestas, ¿listo? Entonces pausen el video un segundito, hacen el ejercicio y ya les digo las respuestas. Entonces, okay, so remember we are using here informal and formal, no? Again here, informal, formal, informal, and formal, okay? To use both contexts. So informal. Informal, in that case, we are using the hour and the minutes, no? So you said, it's 5:20. Yes, informal. It's 5:20. Now, formal, remember you are using the opposite, right? Tenemos los 20 minutos, es a este lado del reloj, ¿cierto? A mano derecha usamos la preposición past, okay? So you said, it's 20 past, yeah, 20 past 5. Okay, look at the opposite, no? It's 5:20 or it's 20 past 5, right? Acuérdense que las y 20 no han pasado los 30 minutos, que es el momento en que cambiamos de preposición. 11:40, informal, normal, no? So you said it's 11:40. 11:40, right? It's 11:40 informal. Now, formal, right? Formal, remember, changing the position, and we used a different preposition in this case. Entonces, la formal, primero cambiamos de posición, van primero los minutos, después la hora. Segundo, no se les olvide que las y 40 ya pasaron, ¿cierto? La media hora. Entonces, en este caso, tenemos que pensar cuántos minutos me faltan para la siguiente hora, ¿cierto? Entonces serían, si son las 11:40, serían 20 para las 12. O sea, it's 20 past, 20 to 12, ¿no? It's 20 to 12, right? En este caso utilizamos el to para indicar que nos faltan 20 minutos para la siguiente hora, en este caso, alright? Another one, let's see this one, informal. So you got normal, no? Hour and minutes. It's 4:33. It's 4:33. Or, remember, you are changing now, formal. So, changing the position. Volvemos. Entonces, ya pasaron las y media, los 30 minutos. Volvemos a la misma, ¿no? Ok, ya me falta completar la siguiente hora. Entonces, si tengo 33 para 60, me faltarían 27, ¿cierto? So you said, it's 27 to, yes, it's 27 to 5, right? 27 para las 5. It's 27 to 5. Alright? That's the general idea. Good. That will be the possible exercises we can practice in the class to reinforce a little bit this topic, okay? Remember to practice a little bit more, okay? Traten de practicar ustedes solitos, pónganse diferentes horas, ¿listo? Y van practicando cuándo usar el past, cuándo usar el to, ¿ok? Para poder delimitar ese cambio de preposición que a veces nos confunde un poquito, ¿ok? Practíquenlo bien, chicos, y lo hacemos en actividades después en nuestra clase de sesión en línea, alright? So, please practice a lot. Cualquier preguntita, chicos, no se les olvide comentar, right? Thank you so much. See you in the class, right? Bye, see you.